Hello and welcome back to The Lion's Den. I'm your host Matt as always, and I've got some really incoherent thoughts today based on just sort of things that came up in my mind. So, the first thing is, do any of you guys have the same weird meal tradition that we have? So, essentially, each week has a predetermined guideline as to sort of what each meal is going to be on a specific day. So to give sort of an example, we always tend to have a pasta dish on a Wednesday evening. We always seem to have a fish dish on fish dish, a fish dish on Thursdays, and then fish and chips on Fridays, which is different. Don't even question it; it's different. And then Tuesdays and Mondays tend to be kind of what I would consider to be British meals, if that makes sense. It's stuff that I'm not entirely sure if other places in the world do it. Sort of, like bangers and mash, that's a very British kind of meal, or I don't know. I was gonna say Caesar salad, but that's not a British thing, but Western food, that'd be a good way to say it. Saturday is always takeout as well, and Sundays we generally have like a roast dinner. That's always great. Oh, that's the biggest thing I miss about going back to uni is I don't get to have a proper roast dinner. I do sort of my own fake roast dinner where I'll like maybe roast a chicken breast or something because obviously it's just for myself and I'll do veg and whatnot, but it's not the same. It's not the same as a full roasted chicken. But anyway, I'm getting off getting off topic. So yeah, we had this kind of tradition, and we also have a problem where we rotate through meals. So like let's say the pasta dishes we'll do is like maybe some gnocchi. That's a really bad example because it's not technically pasta, but it's that same vein. We'll do maybe gnocchi one week, ravioli the next week, spaghetti bolognese the week after that, tagliatelle for the fourth week, and then we'll go back to gnocchi, and we end up just kind of repeating the same thing, which seems to work out. It gives us a decent variety of meals. Although we could do with maybe some completely different things. But I suppose the problem is it's human nature of habit. It's hard to slide something new in when you're used to doing the same thing so often. Especially as well, the problem with doing something new is you might not get it right on the first time, and then it's like you've kind of ruined the meal for the night, and there's four of you, and yeah, it's a mess. We tend to do our more experimental stuff on a Saturday, so sort of Saturday lunch is the time to try different things. So recently, like we did a frittata that was really nice with some salad and whatnot. We've done what we call Italian meats. So we'll get like an Italian meat platter that will have some like what's it called, prosciutto or serrano ham. I can't remember which one's Italian and which one's Spanish, and then some other types of salami and stuff. And we'll do a Greek feta salad with a sort of like lemon zest dressing, which is really nice, and get some maybe some cheese with it and a baguette or something, which is not at all Italian. A baguette is French, but hey, it's food, and if it tastes good together, it tastes good together. Feta salad, low key, so nice. You get some feta, some red onion, a nice salad that you like. Ooh, so good with a little like lemon sort of dressing. So nice. Another thing related to food is before the fun times that we're in now. I used to do badminton every Friday night. Now, this might sound insane to some people, but essentially, I was part of a little badminton society, and every Friday night from about 6, 7 o'clock till basically when the gym closed, which was about 10:30, we'd go, meet up, just play badminton for fun, casually. So it'd be like 3, maybe 4 hours of playing badminton like an absolute maniac. Late on a Friday night, I'd basically sleep until 9, 10 o'clock the next day on Saturday because I mean, it's the weekend, you don't have to get up. But I have distinct memories of buying takeout food on the way home. So essentially, the route from the gymnasium where we'd play badminton to my house had this really great takeout spot that we used to go to quite regularly. And what I could do is, as I was walking back, I could order something on my phone. And by the time I'd walked to where the takeout shop was, it'd be ready. So I'd just walk in, pick up some food, and head back. So I'd be eating, I don't know, like a southern fried chicken wrap with some fries and a drink at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And the other thing, oh, this is hilarious. So sometimes when you've done extreme sports, your body's like craving a quick pickup of energy, and generally that's kind of like sugar or something. That's why sports drinks are full of electrolytes and specific formulas with stuff in it to basically just jack you back up, ready to go. But my go-to thing was orange juice. I would hellishly crave orange juice whenever I'd done a bunch of exercise. So if I'd been smart, previously I would have bought like a jug, or a jug, a bottle of orange juice or a carton or something beforehand, so that when I got home I could just chug a bunch of orange juice. But there was a small convenience store as well on the way back from the gym. So bad for me, because you should never buy things when you're like hungry or whatever. But I'd go in and be like, orange juice, where are you? I'm gonna buy some orange juice so that I can just chug a carton or something. But the problem was is they only accepted minimum orders of like £5 or something, which is bizarre now that I think about it. But you know, so once I bought I ended up buying, I think, 2 cartons of orange juice and then like an 8 or 12 pack of bottled water, because it was getting towards exam season. So I was like, I need a nondescript bottle that I can take into an exam hall that they're not going to scream at me about. So I bought that as well. But then I was like, I have to carry all of this home now without like any bags or anything. Because I mean, I'd just been to play badminton. I had as little items on me as possible. So that was an interesting experience. But you know, this is what happens when you move out and you go to university and you end up doing really weird things. Speaking of weird things, this is a really bad segue, but hey ho, I ran out of socks this week. That was fun. So the way I do my sort of laundry rotation, this is gonna sound really boring, but it's just quirky life stuff, you know. The way I do my washing is I alternate. So one week I'll do my bedding and towels and stuff, and then the next week I'll do my like clothing and whatnot, which means I need roughly about 2 weeks worth of both things. So with bedding, like you can get away with the same bedding for like 2 weeks, that's fine, I'm sure, unless you're friggin', I don't know, chucking mud all over your bed. Towels, I have enough to kind of rotate every week or every so often, and clothing is the same thing, which means like, for example, with underwear, I have like 14 pairs of underwear. I have a few extras as well. And I thought I had 14 pairs of socks, plus a few extras. Turns out I did not. I had 12. So this week, in the middle of the week, I was looking at my socks left, because I'm thinking, I want to do washing on Friday, which means I need enough clothing to get me to Friday. But it looks like my socks are going to run out on Wednesday. That's fun. So I had to just run out and buy another pair of socks. Not another pair, another pack of socks. And that's the really stupid thing about underwear, right? Underwear is stupidly expensive, and I have absolutely no idea why. Because you can't just buy like one pack. And this is the thing, is underwear comes in like packs of 3. That's helping no one, because there's not a 3-day week or something. Weeks are 7 days long, and 3 does not fit into 7 unless you go to 21 days, which is a hell of a lot of packs of underwear. And it's the same with socks. The pack of socks I have is a 4-pack, so 2 packs would get me a week, but then that's not long enough. So you'd then have to go to 4 packs instead, which is 16, which is too many. That's it's just stupid. And I'm sure it's worse for like women's bras and stuff, because I think you can get them in like 1 or 2 pack. I mean, I don't know how often you have to change a bra, but I can't imagine you can wear like a single bra for 2 weeks. Maybe you can't even wear a single bra for 1 week. And bras are expensive, much like all other underwear. And it's, what are they doing to us? This is basic needs, and yet they're charging the earth for us. And it's not like those stupid things where you buy one and then it's going to last you like 5-10 years. You're going to change your underwear, I don't know, every few months. Because like stuff degrades, you know? Like the elastic will get degraded and not hold, or it just gets gross and overused, or maybe you'll get holes. I don't know, if you've got claws for fingernails or something. So yeah, really, really stupid that they kind of screw you over with that. Random thought as well. I remember when I first started going to the gym, they have a bunch of lockers, but they require that you bring your own lock to secure them. And the first time I went, I had no idea about this, and I was like, but they do sell locks that you can buy, and they're kind of overpriced. But I was there and I was like, I need it now so I can put my stuff in a locker, because they don't allow you to have bags on the gym floor for obvious reasons, so that you're not tripping up and whatnot. I mean, obviously, in the current scenario, they do allow you to take a small bag in. Although some people look like they take in a friggin' suitcase, but I digress. But I did it again, where I went 1 week and completely forgot that I'd left the padlock in my other bag, and ended up having to buy a second one, which actually worked out quite nicely, because it means now I have a lock that I can keep in my bag for the gym, and then a spare lock, so that If I need an extra log for whatever reason, I've got it. So that's quite handy. Anyway, thank you all for listening. So hopefully I'll see you all next week. Bye.